It's Crystal Petrie, Crystal Petrie Network. I wanted to just drop in real quick and give you, ladies and gentlemen, some quick Wednesday wisdom that I actually learned today for myself, and I wanted to share it with you also. So obviously I am in my car. I'm not buckled in because I'm parked, right? But I spoke with a wonderful, smart woman named Stevie. I love her name. And she told me that compromise is actually a lose-lose situation. Now, stop me if you've heard this before, because I have not. I have never heard of compromise being a lose-lose situation. I mean, we live in a society that pushes winning. The society never pushes losing. I mean, we have participation trophies and participation ribbons, and we have sports where they don't keep score, right? And as long as you play the game, you are considered a winner. So when she told me that compromise is actually a lose-lose, I was like, I've never heard of that in all of the years I've lived on this planet. Maybe you have, but I have not. And then she started to break it down for me, which I'm going to do for you. So what she said, and then I went and did some research on it, of course. She said that when you compromise, true compromise between two individuals, and this can be work, this can be friendship, this could be marriage, this could be some kind of relationship. When you have true compromise, both people lose something. Because in order to compromise, I have to give up something that I want, and the other person has to give up something that they want. And with true compromise, what I give up and what the other person gives up should be equal. And what normally happens in compromise is, for example, I give up 80% of what I want, and the other person only gives up 10% of what they want, which leads to resentment, hurt feelings, silent treatment, divorce, quitting the job, whatever is the outcome of that. But true compromise is, I'm giving up 50% of what I want, you give up 50% of what you want. And that is true compromise. And then what happens on the other end of true compromise is my head and my heart have to agree and come to terms and be okay with losing, which a lot of times in compromise, that doesn't happen. Even if I give up 50%, the other person gives up 50%, my head is upset that I had to give up something. My heart is hurting that I had to give up something. So that's still not true compromise. Because in true compromise, I give up an equal amount of what you give up. And then part two of that is my head and my heart has to come to terms and be okay with losing. And in this society and in this world, we are constantly taught and shown that it's not okay to lose. But if you want true compromise in situations and circumstances and friendships and relationships and marriages and whatever other ships there are, there must be true compromise at some point in time in the relationship. At some point in time in the relationship, I'm going to have to give up something and you are going to have to give up something. At some point in time in the relationship, it's just going to have to happen. No one gets every single thing that they want every single time in a relationship. So I am here to tell you, maybe it's your first time hearing it. It was my first time hearing it. It is okay to lose in compromise. It's okay, and I'll say it again, it's okay to lose in compromise. And this is something that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. It's something that I'm still trying to learn, and we can learn it together. As a community, as a consulting community, we can learn it together. We can figure it out together. We can fall and get back up together and become stronger leaders because of it, become better managers because of it, become a better wife, a better husband because of it. Because we understand that in true compromise, I'm giving up 50% of what I want, you're giving up 50% of what you want, and we both have to come to agreement in our heads and our hearts that it's okay to lose. And it's okay to lose in this situation when the end goal is success, when the end goal is happiness, when the end goal is joy, when the end goal is no tension in my household, when the end goal is my marriage is happy and I'm happy in my marriage. When the end goal is my job, my career is a success, and I'm happy in my job and in my career. When those are your end goals, then the compromise and the lose-lose isn't that bad. Now, yes, it will be that bad in the moment, but the end goal is not that bad. So I'm here to tell you, maybe some of you have heard this for the first time. It's my first time today hearing it. True compromise is actual lose-lose in the moment. But later on, it's gaining for you in your relationships. It's gaining for you in your heart and in your head. That's all I got for you today, my consulting community. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm still learning it. I'm still figuring it out. So we can figure it out together. We can learn it together. We can wrap our heads around it together. If you have some thoughts on this, drop them in the comments and we can all learn together. That's all I got for this Wednesday Wisdom, my consulting community. Take it or leave it.